We're live on ERi-TV with English news broadcast. Dear viewers, hello and thank you for joining us. Reporting our domestic and international news for Thursday, the 16th of January from our headquarters in Asmara is Heaven Johans, your news anchor for this session. Do stay tuned once again and let's begin with the major headlines. Minister ERi-TV's visit to Darfur Dam construction. Activity assessment meeting in southern Red Sea region. Gaza ceasefire deal reached by Israel and Hamas. And Hungary and Serbia to speed up construction of new pipeline for Russian oil. In our domestic news, Minister ERi-TV, Minister of Agriculture, visited the progress of the Darfur Dam construction and agricultural development in the area on 15 January. At a meeting with members of the administration in the Eritrea subzone and public representatives, Minister ERi-TV urged residents to adopt collective farming practices which would be facilitated by the dam's construction. Regarding the dam's construction, engineer Binyam Haile, coordinator of the project, stated that the work is being carried out in collaboration with the Ministry of Agriculture, the Infrastructural Development Department of the Central Region, and members of the Defense Forces. He reported that 85% of the dam, which is designed to hold 200,000 cubic meters of water, has been completed. Engineer Binyam also stated that over 38 water wells have been filled with water from the dam, benefiting local farmers in vegetable and fruit farming. Lieutenant Colonel Yosef Haile, commander of the defense forces stationed in the area, emphasized the significant role played by members of the defense forces in the project and expressed their commitment to completing the construction on schedule. Residents expressed optimism, stating that the dam's construction will ease water shortage in the area and support the development of vegetable and fruit farming. The Darfur administrative area is located 17 kilometers north of Asmara and is home to over 650 families. In another news, the Southern Red Sea Region Administration conducted an activity assessment meeting on 15 January to review the achievements and challenges of 2024 and outline the action plan for 2025. Reports presented at the meeting detailed the implementation of development programs, highlighting achievements, challenges encountered and measures taken to address those challenges. Discussions were also held regarding the programs planned for 2025. According to the report, fish harvests increased by approximately 65%, driven by support and encouragement from relevant institutions. Additionally, 85% of the mangrove trees planted along the seashores are reportedly thriving. In terms of farming activities, 210 hectares of land were cultivated, thanks to favorable rainfall distribution, and vegetables and fruits were grown on 85 hectares. Significant progress was also reported in water and soil conservation efforts, including the construction and renovation of water diversion schemes, underground reservoirs, terraces and roads. The construction of a microdam in Dramoda, northern Dankalia, was also reported to be in good progress. Ambassador Mohammed Said Mantai, governor of the region, commended the strong participation of the public and members of the defense forces in implementing the 2024 development programs. He called for reinforced involvement in the successful execution of the 2025 programs. The Kamchua Health Center in the Afabet subzone is reportedly delivering commendable pre- and postnatal care services, according to Nurse Amr Ahmed, head of the health center. Nurse Amr highlighted that the maternity waiting room at the health center, along with food doctors assigned to health units in Kup, North Tabat and Agat, has significantly contributed to pre- and postnatal care. In addition to maternal health services, the health center provides treatment for communicable and non-communicable diseases, vaccination programs, and ongoing efforts to control the prevalence of waterborne diseases. Sustainable awareness-raising activities are also being conducted to enhance public knowledge on health-related issues. Furthermore, ongoing environmental sanitation efforts are being carried out in collaboration with local administrations. Do stay tuned, dear viewers, for we'll be back with the international news after the short break. Welcome back. Israel and Hamas have agreed a Gaza ceasefire and hostage release deal following 15 months of war. Qatari Prime Minister Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdulrahman Al Thani said the agreement would come into effect this Sunday, so long as it was approved by the Israeli cabinet. The ceasefire deal, which is set to continue for 42 days in 3 separate phases, is expected to see Israeli hostages being held by Hamas, including women, children and the elderly, exchanged for Palestinian prisoners in Israeli jails. Israeli forces will also withdraw to the east away from densely populated areas of Gaza. Displaced Palestinians will be allowed to begin returning to their homes, and aid lorries will be allowed into the area each day. However, Prime Minister Netanyahu's cabinet has to meet on Thursday morning to give its final approval of the ceasefire deal. It is to be recalled that Israel launched a military campaign in Gaza on 7 October 2023. According to reports, more than 46,700 people have been killed and over 100,000 have been injured in Gaza since then. In today's final report, Hungary and Serbia will speed up construction of a new pipeline to supply Serbia with Russian crude via the Družba energy system, Hungarian Foreign Minister Peter Szijjártó said. Serbia, which is heavily dependent on Russian oil supplies, has been deeply affected by Western sanctions against Moscow over the Ukraine conflict. As such, the country was forced to construct a new pipeline that connects it with Hungary to guarantee the security of its energy supplies. In October 2022, Hungary and Serbia agreed to construct a new pipeline to supply the Balkan nation with Russian crude. Western sanctions against Russia, spawned by the conflict in Ukraine, have created energy crisis in many European countries, particularly the ones heavily depending on Russian oil. With this, we conclude our news for this session. Dear viewers, time for a quick recap of major headlines. Minister of Finance visit to Darfur Dam construction. Activity assessment meeting in the southern Red Sea region. Gaza ceasefire deal reached by Israel and Hamas. And Hungary and Serbia to speed up construction of new pipeline for Russian oil. This was the World on Thursday with ERi-TV English news broadcast. Dear viewers, thank you for joining and have it well.